Is there something too when you have an arena like tour, you're not allowed to do that kind of stuff?
Oh, you are.
You are?
Yeah. Or you can like not put your name on there and go in.
Right. But you can't be like a headliner at the Cellar. You can just go pop in.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. The Cellar doesn't have headliners like that.
But you like
so like you mean like the arenas won't let you because they
want the ticket sales to go.
Yeah.
You couldn't do like a big it's more like if you're doing a 1,200 seater and then you go do a 300 seater the night before. They're like, dude, you didn't sell out yet. Two shows. Like, what are you doing?
That makes
but
sense.
like in Denver, they were like, it's like I sell really well there. Like it's time to move up to the big theater and like you could make a shitload of money. But I'm like, but the Denver Comedy Works is the best club in the country.
Yeah.
And I love it. And I'm like, well, why would I leave an amazing thing?
Get the fuck out of here.
Jordan, where do I know that name? Oh, from Barstool. Hold on.
Jordan from here is calling you?
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, she probably...
Hi, it's Jordan. I was just making sure you weren't asleep.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't tell her we moved the time.
What time did oh, shit. I tell him I'm going to be late.
Okay.
I'll leave now.
How late?
Oh, fuck. Get there and like...
What happened?
I don't know. I overslept. Fuck. Late night. I was watching Warrior. I'll tell him I'll be there in like 4:35. Yeah. Fuck.
You actually overslept?
Yes. I'm sorry.
You do this every time.
Get my goat milk.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hopefully she's gonna come in and tell us.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. You actually overslept. You do this every time. Dealing with you is a fucking nightmare, bro.
It is so funny. Like while we're having this conversation.
Oh my god, the industry must hate. They're like, why did Kobe die? Why couldn't it have been you in that fucking helicopter? The world would have been rid of you. That's so fucking.
I'd have fun. What were we just talking about? I don't know.
But wait. You made peace with the correction, right?
So I did 2 weeks in Denver. I did 2 straight weeks in Denver and had the best time skied in between. And it was like, and I made hella money.
You can do the same amount.
It's
It's just more work for you, but you can do.
Yeah, but none of
you
it's
can do
work.
100 people 10 times or one 1,000, right? It's like the same idea.
I also cannot sell out an arena.
Yeah,
it's not like I choose not to.
It's. I find it silly. Some of the like arenas used to kind of be reserved for like 3 guys, and now
it was Dice, then no one till Dane Cook, which was 20 plus years later, and now it's tons.
I mean, it's like
Tony did 2 straight nights.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
You should have seen in LA all the fucking bitches. Male bitches when it came up. It was like Tony's doing Madison Square Garden, and it's like they wanted like you want to shit on things, and I go, yeah, he is, and he sold it out, and he's going to do another one and sell that one out.
Yeah,
and they're like, why? Like, because he's had this show for 10 years,
and
it's
awesome.
in the belly room, has recurring characters. It's so cool. I've done it 100 times. He just opens the door for comedians to be funny. It's so great. It's such a good thing, right?
Yeah,
and they're like. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's a perfect example of something that's like he did it for nothing, right? In the beginning.
Yeah.
And probably did it for nothing up until like 2 minutes ago, and then it that's the sort of shit
leap, and then a massive leap.
Yeah.
But also always fun. It was never not a fun show to do.
Right. Except when Ric Flair was on.
It was so fun when Ric Flair was on.
That was probably actually the most fun, right?
What happened with Ric Flair?
He was just
he started drinking it too.
He was hammered, and Tony's like a huge wrestling fan, and like specifically like Ric Flair is like his idol. And Ric Flair was so bad that the crowd was booing. And I think, were you on it?
Yeah, so I came in. They made Lewis and Zach sit in the back row because like, oh, we got Shane, Ari, and Mark might come in. And they were going around to the mothership to go on, and I just went in through the back, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And just like rip my shirt off. Like, oh, fuck. And then Flair was like, "Oh, okay, I know what this is. This is cool." He was like allowing it, and then we're sitting there talking, and we're making fun of one of the open micers, and then Flair just goes, "If there's one thing you know about me, it's that I don't make fun of people who donate their time."
Yeah, he wouldn't make fun of people on Kill Tony.
And
it's like the whole
that's
basis of the show.
And I'm like, if that's the one thing we would know about Ric Flair, that's the one thing.
Everybody always says Ric Flair doesn't make fun of people who donate their time.
Like, what? And then I kind of looked behind me at Lewis and Zach, and they were like holding back, and he kept talking about his dead son and whatever. And then at some point, Lewis just like, and it was like it just non-verbally, let's light this guy up. Let's light this motherfucker up. And Tony was like, no, please.
Tony was trying so hard to be like, this man is a legend.
It's his hero. He wanted to do a whole podcast with him, like a separate whole series. And he was like, but then he sees like, Tony is great for this. He goes, this is the right comedic moment. He goes, as a fan of this guy and as someone who's trying to businessman, I'm really against this, but as a comedian, I have to be for it. I have to be.
He was so sad though. It was great.
Yeah.
It was.
He keeps his morals
you
there,
would
Tony.
You would not be able to watch it.
Really?
It was a train wreck.
Yeah.
It was an unmitigated train wreck.
That took a big jump for him too.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah.
I remember even
all these guys. Have you seen an arena show? No, you have.
Yeah.
I was at one with you.
Yeah. It's crazy.
What do you think of him, audience-wise?
Right, you know, not to kill Tony. Regular stand-up?
Stand-up.
I've only seen Burr.
I mean,
I saw Burr at MSG. Saw Louis C.K. at MSG.
I think it's pretty well understood though that it's not the best forum for the art, if you will. But it's also there's a different level. There's also another feeling of like, holy shit,
in this big
is
thing.
fucking nuts.
I saw Blink at City Field recently.
I saw them there.
Did you? What did you think?
Hey, this is where the Mets lose. I've never seen him before.
That was my first time too.
My buddy Matt Edgar, who I went to that cabin with, he's seen him 20 times. He's SoCal to the core. He goes, this is the best they've ever been, this tour.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were great, but I thought the crowd wasn't.
It was too big. It was too spaced out. You're away from people. I mean, a small rock show at like the Smell in LA, or like some small, like when you're there.
Yeah, it's like punk rock. You want to be like,
it's so much better.
I walked away thinking Mark, Tom, and Travis put on a great show, but the crowd sucked. But it was cool to see them there.
Yeah, a little bit of fireworks and stuff. But for an arena show, you really want it to be like Roger Waters or Muse or something that used as the space.
Yeah, and but like that's what I bring it up to say, like that's kind of how I feel seeing the comedian arena show, where like they're doing their thing. The crowd's not great, but it's cool to see this environment.
A bunch of people are walking around.
Yeah, because that's the thing is you're like, I'll get up to go to the bathroom, and you don't do that.
It's like sporting events. So if somebody whistles loud, you ignore it.
Right.
I've never performed on one of those. I don't see how it could ever go good.
Well, I think
you're
it's
a conversational comic, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really do like crowd work. You can't.
And then when you're watching, from my perspective, from the seats, I'm like, this is good. It's fun to be in it, but it's just like not as good a show as
you end up watching it on the jumbotron. Yeah, you know what I mean. But I think that it's. What do you think is the best? A club, a theater?
Club.
Like a 50-person club. You think is like the best?
Oh, that's interesting. I usually sit like a 300-seater. Sometimes it's like 1,200 seaters can be really good because they're all your fans too. But still, a club is so cool. You can hear everybody, hear individual laughs. It's a real conversation, like a 280.
You know what you should do is just flip the game and perform only in like 50-person rooms, and the tickets are like $500. There you go.
When I saw Dolly Parton, it was like fucking a lot of money, and it was a 500-seater.
Really?
Yeah.
It was. I was another story, but I didn't realize it was only 500.
Yeah, it's pretty gangster to be like, cap it.
Yeah, so there were no even bad seats.
And then you like do whatever you want.
Could have spent a quarter of it and still been in a really good seat.
How much was the ticket?
I think $1,000, but it might have been $5,000. No way was it $5,000.
I see. Even $1,000's not too like for 500 people to see Dolly Parton.
For a legend and like 7 to 10 rows out.
Yeah, that's nuts.
You could see where her wrinkles would have been if she ever wrinkled.